Bam! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new video. Holochain again. Did Holochain yesterday, 21 hours ago, as you can see here. We were talking about this triangle we were in, and anyways, today Holochain is up pretty much, you know how much. And so right now it's 35%, but it was up like 50%, something like that. So it did retrace a little bit, but I'm guessing people want to know what's actually happening right now, because nobody watched my video yesterday, so maybe they're gonna watch it today. Anyways, let's get into the charts and see what's happening. Make my face smaller, charts bigger as always a good thing. Can't be a bad thing, can't be a bad thing. Looking, seeing more of the charts, it cannot be a bad thing. So yesterday when I was doing the video, we were in this rising wedge, if you want to see it, call it. We were in this rising wedge, and then you can see these some kind of targets down here. Those were our support targets in case we are gonna break on downside, because we are saying there is a chance always to break downside and we should look for targets. And 22 down here, that was the monthly target. That was the last hope, right? And then you had this one over here, that's I think weekly. 37 was also good, but we are mostly likely, if we break on downside, we are looking for this target here. The first one is at 10 and the second one is at 81, but of course none of those got hit. None of those got hits, and we broke on the upside, so all looking good so far. And now we have to see what's actually happening. Is this over? Is this done? Are we gonna have 50% tomorrow? Let's dive into it. So let's pop some moving averages up here, and I'm gonna show you why I said that because I said yesterday we are very bullish, but there is always a chance to go down, because we are kind of overextended, but still we were above all the moving averages on all the time frames. Daily, 4 hourly, we were down here, we are above all the moving averages. Even 1 hourly, we were down here somewhere. Where was it? Maybe around here. We are still above all the moving averages, and I was saying, like, also it looks good. You cannot be bearish when you're above all the moving averages on all the time frames. So we were bullish, and we were looking for a further move up. But we are always saying that this can also go start breaking the moving averages and start going sideways, and then later break on the downside. Because you can see over here on the 1 hourly chart, it goes to one point and then starts breaking moving averages, and slowly gets down to the 200 moving average. So it got down to the 200 moving average here. So this is a 1 hourly chart. So every time it gets some kind of correction, it gets down to the 200 moving average, except over here. Except over here. So every time, let's see it. This was the bottom, right? This is January, yeah. So it started 200 moving average. It went up 200 moving average. It went up sideways 200 moving average, right? It went up sideways 200 moving up. Sideways 200. The only time it didn't hit the 200 moving average is over here. You can see here only hit the 50 moving average and bounced, and not 200 moving average. And to me, that is an indicator that we are starting kind of going kind of parabolic over here, because usually on the 1 hourly, as you can see, every time we hit 200 moving average before we go higher, and this time we didn't. We only went up there and hit this yellow line, that's the 50 moving average on the 1 hourly, and went up. That to me indicates that the price is kind of in a rush to get somewhere. You know, it's in a rush. Also here, you can see here on the start it was hitting the 200 moving average, then it was only hitting this 50 moving average, but over here it was hitting 100 moving average. So it's no longer hitting the 200, it's only hitting the 100 moving average. And here on the third jump, it's only hitting the 50 moving average, not even the 100 moving average. So here 50, here 20 moving average, and here you might actually, we are getting to some kind of top. I have to admit, we are getting to some kind of top, because the moves are getting faster and faster and going up higher and higher. So when I don't know if I said it in this take, but when I say a top, I don't mean top we are going down to zero, okay? When I don't mean we are going down to zero, please keep that in mind. When I say top, I mean it might go sideways only to hit this line over here and then continue further up, right? What I mean is this local top right now, like over here, this is a top. This is a top, this is a top, even this over here is a top, this is a top. So when I say a top, I mean these kind of tops, local tops, right now tops. I don't predict where Holochain is gonna be in 6 months time or 1 year's time. Only thing I'm trying to predict if it's gonna stop now. Am I gonna buy in? Am I not gonna buy in? Is it a good time to get in or not good time to get in? But word of advice: every time you feel FOMO, just say no thanks. Okay, that's my professional tip for you guys. Every time you feel FOMO, just say no thanks. Doesn't matter if it goes down to 2000% after you say no thanks, because next time there will come a thing you will FOMO in it will go down 200%. So it's only a matter of time when you start losing money. That's what gamblers do. They get this feel of the rush. They get in, you know, at the tops. I'm not saying this is not gonna go to 4 or 50 or whatever. I'm just saying, like, you know, like a word of advice, not financial advice, but like, you know, don't FOMO into anything. And once I started applying that thing to myself, I noticed I'm not losing that much money. You know, it works. So is this actually a top? Is this a top? So let's start looking by the daily. We are still above all the moving averages. Moving averages are looking like, you know what, it's looking like beautiful. So you know, this chart actually goes even further back. This goes down to 2018, but I could not find any hot chart that goes down to 280. Beside this one, this Ether chart, sorry, not this one, Ether chart, this on Binance, Ether, Holo Ethereum, this goes back to 2018, but I wanted to look versus USDT, versus USDT, and this is the only chart, and it only goes versus dollar, it only goes back to February 2019. So I know there is some kind of trading here that would have given us very nice trend lines over here, because I saw it on CoinMarketCap, but we cannot chart that. So we're gonna do something else, and we're gonna look at some indicators that tell us, are we overbought or are we not overbought. First of all, on the daily, we are now hitting 88. That it's not that high. It's perfectly fine. We are also above this top over here, that one over here. So we are not having any kind of divergence or anything right now. So far all good, so far all good, right? On the daily. So that's why I'm saying I still think this has like one more leg up or something like that to go before it gets to like 90 levels or something like that. Because let's zoom in a little bit over here. This one popped around 92, this one popped around 86. So this is 88. It can pop. It's in the ballpark area to pop, but will it pop? Will not pop? That depends to see. Now let's look at the weekly chart, and weekly is actually it looks terrible. Sorry, the RSI on the weekly, because here, let me zoom that out more for you. We can remove this. This top over here was when we had RSI at 90, and then you had a whole week correction down. How much was that? That was 46% correction down in 1 week. Okay, I mean, it's 1 week correction, but that came when the RSI on the weekly was at 90. Now the RSI is at 93 and it's being pushed slowly up to 93. So I don't think this can go like 1 or 2 more weeks or something like that before we have correction. I think we have to have correction pretty soon, like something over here, and then reset the RSI before we kind of move further up. So I don't like the weekly RSI. Beside that, monthly RSI is at 93 as well. So, but monthly RSI can go high because that's monthly. Weekly is 93. So, and daily is not that high. It's high, but not that high. So RSI just tells us that we are getting there, but it doesn't mean that we are there. So it's not inconclusive. MACD we cannot get anything out from. Beside that, we are very, very bullish. The only thing I think we can use is this one over here. And right now it's telling me that we are getting the ballpark where we should actually pop the cherry, right? So you might be asking, say, what is this down here? And that's this on the weekly. Sorry, this on weekly. We're gonna look at on daily. Daily is better, maybe even 4 hourly. 4 hourly, but it's all the same, I think. Let's look at it, see. Yeah, maybe a little more while to go, because the tops are pushing the price up, but it just doesn't have that that strength to go that fast. So basically what this actually measures is only the distance between this 10 moving average and the price. So wherever the price is, that's up here, and the moving average is always the line down there. So you just measure how extended it is from the price. So you can see here we pumped away from the 10 moving average, and when you get that, you get this blow off top, and then you get a correction, right? So all of these tops are giving you some kind of correction. It doesn't have to be down correction, it can only be sideways correction, but it's still correction, so we can get to this, back to this 10 moving average. Now we have been extended again from 10 moving average, but that's why I'm saying I think still we got a little bit left to go up here, and before we actually get that correction. But let's look at the moving averages on the 1 hourly now and see what's actually happening. And you can see here, even let me see on the 4 hourly, we are still above the 10 moving average on the 1 hourly, and on the day that was 4 hourly, and 1 hourly we are only hitting the back at the 10 moving average. So right now there is still no bubble popping. These three candles, the green, then this kind of dodgy semi-dodgy candle, red candle, and a full body candle, this is actually bearish pattern. So this actually might actually start reversing over here, going kind of sideways, because it already did pump like 50%, so take that into consideration. Anyways, too hard to tell. The first thing I would look for is it's some kind of pullback to confirm this resistance line as support, and then go further up. But this is like too much. Don't you think this is too much? How much is that? From all the way from the top down to the bottom is like 30% down. Right now it would be even more, that's 20% down. So where it's gonna go or not depends, but every move breaks it, and it was maybe if it starts breaking okay, like this, because you know what we said earlier, it was keeping it on 1 hourly, the 200, right? 200, 200, 200, 200, and now it's only got to the 50. So if it starts breaking the 50 moving average, which should be coming up to be the price pretty soon, I would say we are at the top. Even if it starts breaking the 20 moving average, I would say like, yeah, this is depends, the 20, but if it gets down to the 50 moving average, because you understand all of these parabolic moves, they go faster and faster and faster, right? So there is no reason why it should go back down to the 100, the blue line, the 100 moving average. Right now nothing is confirmed whether this is the top or not, but this pattern over here is clearly saying to me that, and this is gonna expire in 10 minutes, that this looks like some kind of local top. So it might start correcting down here, especially because we are overbought on all kind of indicators. So I'm gonna look for the 20 moving average save or the 50 moving average save. Let's look at the 4 hourly. Yeah, you can see the 4 hourly is around where the 50 is gonna be, or something like that. So it might be saved by the bell. So the first thing I want to see is actually the retest on this line. That's what I want to see. If you can get the retest on the line, or even close to the line, something like that, then there is a big chance that you're gonna have a bigger move on the upside. Anyways, that's what I got now for the Holochain. It pumped 50%. If it's gonna pump 50 more percent, we have to wait and see. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because I didn't show it, but it kind of hit some kind of targets where I was expecting it to go. So it would be nice if we could get some kind of retest on the resistance line and then move really hard. That's what I'm thinking. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope some other YouTubers got some better analysis than me. That's all I can say. Cheers. Bye bye. Also subscribe to the channel and check out the Patreon. Bye bye.